Hi guys, welcome to Club number 3, episode number 11 of Tuna's Travels Around the World in 8 plus cups. And as you can see, we've continued that run of form. We're now 18 games unbeaten. So it was last here for the 4-3 win over Cliftonville. We played them in the next game. Johnny Fraser and Matthew Clark giving us a 2-1 victory after Joe Gormley put them ahead. Then beat Coleraine by another 2-1 scoreline. It seems to be our favourite so far this season. Jafar Friel scoring both. The late Stuart Nixon goal gave him a little bit of hope, but it was too little too late. Then we finally beat Portadown. First minute goal by Jack Kinner. And then he put us under a lot of pressure all game, but we held firm. Oliver Hampshire was sent off in the 86th minute and we managed to see that one out. Then we drew 1-1 against Linfield. Again, a very good team in this league. I'm not too bothered about that. We was ahead through Leroy Miller, and then 30 minutes later, Ryan Brobble equalised for them. And then we had back-to-back games where we scored 4. Wade 3-0 and 2 from Miller in the first one against Glenavon 4-1. Ross Hunter scoring for them, of course he does. And then 4-0 over Ballymena Mallard, who are also today's opponents in the Irish Cup, because you know we seem to be playing teams back-to-back in League and Cup. Kinner 2 from Friel and 1 from Wade gave us the victory there. So if we go and play this Irish Cup 6th round game, you can get into that quarter-final stage of the cup. They will be a tough opponent, obviously a pretty decent team. They are down in 8th in the league, and as you can see, looking at the league table at the moment, we are currently top of the table by a point. Glentoran do have a game in hand, which is against odds, so we're not properly top. We'll see what happens in that game, which is actually between our videos, I do believe. So we will find out what's happened with them in the second half of this episode. But like I say, as for right now, go and get into this Irish Cup game. Yeah, I think we'll bring Wade in. So you've got Glendon in goal, Simpson, Barmer, Birchall, Clark, Hartley, Stowe, Wade, Miller, Kinner and Friel. Jack Birchall is a new sign, which I don't think we've seen yet. He's on loan from Watford, the centre-back. Very good centre-back, just until the end of the season. Hopefully he's going to be the difference, you know, allow us to make that change going forward and be a bit more solid at the back. And we are actually going to take Simpson out for Corbett in this game. Bit risky, I know, but Simpson does need a rest. And before we get into this game, apologies if there's like lots of jump cuts, as you can probably tell, I'm suffering with a cold, which is absolutely fantastic. So Corbett in for Simpson is the only change from our last game, which they were pretty much settled on a solid team, but when you're getting results like we are, then what do you expect? As Jurgen Klopp put it last week to Jose Mourinho, results machine is what we seem to be at the moment. We're going to use that last game against them as motivation. I mean, I know the pitch isn't great, but we're playing on the same pitch, so they also have to deal with a pitch that is cutting up. And well, let's go and see if we can beat them here as well. I really want to do well in this competition this season. Ideally, we can wrap up both competitions in this season and move on. Much as I've enjoyed my time in Northern Ireland, we do have a challenge to complete, and a big challenge as it is. It's a big ball over the top, finds Kinner with a thunderbolt of a finish from Jack Kinner. We are also playing on a bit more cautious as well. But Glendon in, just that, you know, typical FM. Hoofball over the top, Kinner gets past his defender. First time volley from just inside the area, finds the bottom corner. Keeper stood absolutely no chance, and that gives us a very early lead. Had Woodwork hitting onto the match stats that we see here as well. Normally we have the league table, but because we're in a cup, we can't get the league table, so not much happening now. We haven't seen really anything since the goal. Their expected goals is higher than us, so their chance they had was bigger than ours, apparently, but they do seem to be attacking a lot more now. But we're going to half time with just the one highlight, which isn't great, but I'm telling them not to get complacent. Birchall is demotivated, which isn't ideal. He's now uninspired. Wade isn't playing the greatest, neither is Corbett. Clark's free kick comes in to Wade at that back post, and there's been a foul there in the build-up. Don't know who committed the foul, but there's been a foul and the goal has been disallowed. Clark wins the throw-in, and at least we've seen a bit more action in this second half, and thankfully it is all us as well. Miller brings it down, shoots, saved by the keeper. Friel pulls it back, and Wade straight at the keeper again. Wade should have scored there. Really should have buried that and given us a 2-0 lead. And now McDonald's going to look to get them on the attack. That long flat ball, it runs straight through to Glendinning. Who looks over the top himself. King heads clear to O'Rourke. Norton brings it down, and the referee's given a penalty. And to me, that looked like a fantastic tackle. Hutchinson scores, levels it up, and again, referees in this league, in this country, it looked a fantastic tackle. He clearly won the ball, and then I think caught the man on the follow through. And yeah, just ridiculous decision. Clark into Miller. So crosses it. Wade's shot is blocked. Wade's second shot goes wide. And we are going to have to make some changes now. Wade is coming off for Fraser. Corbett's coming off for Simpson. And we're going to keep it at that at the moment. Keep that one sub. Just in case we do end up an extra time. Let's go a bit more positive and demand some more. We'll go attacking now for the final 10. And it looks like we may end up having extra time again in this competition unless we can find something very shortly. Miller coming off of McElroy. There's a chance with a minute left of stoppage time. It hits Friel's back and McKeon. Nolan into Curry. Back out wide to Nolan, and this is a big chance for them here. Across the edge of the area, Curry shoots, and it goes high, wide, and not at all handsome. We're into the final minute of stoppage time, and the highlight is still going on. Glendinning's ball downfield, picked up again by them. We just can't seem to get any possession at the moment. Nolan again in plenty of space. So makes a tackle, and the referee's given a free kick. That's the end of stoppage time. They will be allowed to take this free kick, you'd imagine. Clark pulls it short to Pender. Back to Curry. It wasn't even Clark that took it even. It was Curry. Stowe gets in there and wins it. Skinner can't get there, but McElroy can. And can we get a counter-attack on here? He pulls it right across for Fraser. Into the centre for Friel. And the defender gets back first and clears it out. I'm going to tell them we're not happy with that. It's a team that we beat really comfortably last time out, and we are now into extra time against them. We are going back to more cautious now. O'Rourke into Curry, McKeown. Norton in acres of space. Nobody closes him down, and he shoots, and it goes over. And I don't think we do have another change, do we? Oh, we do have another change, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to bring Winchester on. He's going to play out of position, but I don't really have any other options there. Kinner gets to the ball before Grogan, wins the penalty. The commentary is saying it's a dive, but who cares after one that we conceded as well. Yeah, that one looked like a penalty to me. Friel buries the penalty. Gives us the lead right on the stroke of half time in extra time again. Can we hold on to it this time? Short penalty tucked right in the bottom corner. And we're in half time in extra time. We're going to tell them to focus. It's probably going to demotivate a lot of them because they don't like being told that at all. Simpson, Farmer, Hartley, Simpson. Looks forward, headed clear. McKeon looks forward, goalkeeper's going to pick that up. And we are going to go and add some time wasted onto there. Just over a minute left. Kinner is in again. Can he wrap it up? He can. He's offside. Oh no, he can't. Similar to the goal he scored, but yeah, he just went a bit too early, and it's a bit annoying, like I say, after he did score one early on. We know he's got the pace to get in behind. He was just offside. Time is... I saw that as 19. I'm clearly seeing things as well. We do have another 8 minutes left of extra time. Ball across. Kinner does seal it this time. That's 3-1. His 19th of the season. Great ball in from the wing. And a lovely little finish from Kinner. Again, it was that ball downfield. Winchester, who you know apparently can't play that left wing role. Fantastic low crossing from him. And Kinner is there to bury it. 5 minutes left. Oh, we're going to get another highlight, or we're just going to see this out and get us into the quarterfinals. We're just going to see it out. We are into the quarterfinals. Not ideal that we did have extra time, but a win is a win in the end. That's all that really matters. Quarterfinals of the Irish Cup, the cup we need to win. And we are going to skip the Crusaders game, and we're going to come back for that Glentoran game. Obviously, it's the Bet McLean Cup final, a trophy we haven't won, so I'll be back for that in just one moment. So this was our game in between against Crusaders, 1-1 draw. Perhaps we should have won that one, especially if you look at the expected goals. We dominated them there. Pretty even one possession. They went ahead with this goal when it wants to load. And yeah, I thought I'd show you, the goals from this game, with it happening in between R2 today. Poor defensive work, just across to the back post, and he taps it in. Glendinning really should have done better at that back post. But before long, we equalised. Matthew Clark stepping up, scoring a penalty. 1-1 draw. Glentoran won their game. They go a point ahead of us with a game in hand as well. So it's going to be interesting. We still have to play them at least twice this season. We just take a look here. Loweswick finishes 6th, so we're guaranteed that top half playoff. And we play them today in the Bet McLean Cup final. Competition that I've never won. Have the club ever won that? Is a good question. They have, twice. So we are 2-time winners. We're looking for third, last in 16-17, beating Carrick Rangers, but then twice runners up against Linfield and Dungannon Swifts. Runners up a couple of years before against Cliftonville as well. And we also won it in 71-72. So 3 times runners up, 2 times winners. Hopefully we're going to make that 3-3. But yeah, this is who we're playing with today. Glendinning in goal, Simpson, Barmer, Birchall, Clark, Hartley, Stowe, Fraser, Miller, Kinner and Friel. One of the potential good things is we actually rested a few people in that last game. We rotated a fair bit. We've only had a week since that last game, so obviously 3 games in a week isn't ideal. One player that had no choice but to be rested was Barmer. He was suspended. Birchall reacted negatively. Oh, I was still upbeat despite the fact Glentoran won. We've still got plenty of football to play, and he didn't take that too well. So, yeah. As you can see, 4 players coming back into the team: Simpson, Barmer, Stowe, and Miller for Corbett, Casey, Winchester, and Wade. I'm not expecting anything at all from this final. Glentoran, obviously, a fantastic team this season. So we are going to cautiously tell them, just, go out there and enjoy themselves. We've got no pressure on us at all. I've been completely negative in the build up to this. Constantly, oh, not expecting anything at all. And we'll see what actually happens. A couple of former Liverpool youth players in their team. There seems to be a lot of Liverpool players that are coming over to Northern Ireland as we break out of our huddles and the game is underway. Bet McLean Cup final. It would only be the second piece of silverware we've actually won in what is our 4th season. Simpson's throw in, his header clear. Hartley picks that up, finds Stowe. Looks forward, Kinner brings it down. Kinner into the area and gives us the lead after 7 minutes. It's a great take and a great finish from Jack Kinner. The amount of times we say that, and he's closing in on becoming the second highest scorer in this save. That's one thing I have been keeping track of, is the goal scorers, the amount of games people have played for me. I've basically got a spreadsheet with all sorts on, and every time we do the 5-year update, we're going to take a look at who is our all-time most appearances, highest goal scorer. He was just on the side there, as you can see. Great take on his chest and fires it past the goalkeeper to give us a lead. 2 minutes later, we have a highlight. Simpson partly tries to clear. It's come back to Stowe, but he's found Miller. Running with the ball, holds it up, goes back to Clark. Into Stowe. And Clark again. Birchall looks forward. Stowe. Second goal here would be absolutely massive for us. The ball over the top. Friel is in. Can Friel finish? He's saved, and Dixon Bonner clears it out. Absolutely thumps it out. We now have a throw in a bit further down the line. Simpson's throw in. Header clear. Mafuta now for Glentoran. We know how good he can be. They have an incredibly strong team. Carlin. Sanger. Mafuta. And this is where Glentoran is so dangerous. When they start passing this ball around in these areas, they always create things. And there goes Sears on that run. Shoots and levels it up. 1-0. We was in the lead for about 4 minutes at most. And exactly what I said, they're clearly dangerous when it comes to situations like that. And yeah, we just can't seem to prevent it. We are going to go very much more pressing. I want to try and play a bit wider, but I don't particularly want to force them inside. So, but yeah, it's one apiece. We had a brief lead. It was nice at least. We've got to go and do it again. We've shown we can do it once. Let's try and do it again. Clark's throwing goes to absolutely nobody. So, Hartley knocking it between them. Back to Stowe again. Finds Hartley again. If he can turn out, we've got a man over. Instead, it goes to Miller on that left-hand side. Miller into the area. Tries to... I don't know if it was a pull across or a shot, but either way, it's gone wide. Not much happening with that. Perhaps we should have had people breaking into the area a little bit more, but he did well regardless. Sears with the free kick. Sanger. Dixon Bonner goes back to Sears. And let's see how these tactical changes have helped. See if we can keep the fullbacks a bit wider. Dixon Bonner to Mafuta. Carlin. Working it pretty well here. Working it very well. Just completely bamboozling us. Dixon Bonner, Carlin. They're in. And it's 2-1. Daniel Jurovic makes it 2-1 to Glentoran. And yeah, we just can't get near them. Obviously, dropping deeper and everything didn't help whatsoever. And Well, it's something that I'm going to have to obviously look at. Can we set these to be wider? Now I can tell him to run wide with the ball. But I can't ask him to, defend a bit wider. I can. No, that's when our team has the ball. So yeah, we can't change any of that. And well, we've got a lot of work to do now to come from behind. We could really do, with half time at this scoreline. Get them sat down and, try and motivate them again, because we had a fantastic start and we do go into half time. We're going to tell them to do it for the fans. A couple of players motivated, a couple focused. And we're going to go a bit more positive now. We are going to encourage them. And see if we can create anything at all. This would be the second cup final that I've lost as well. Glendinning's goal kick. Friel flicks it on and Miller's going to get there before the defender. Miller into the area, shoots straight at Malden and Sears clears it out for a throw-in. Decent chance. Friel isn't having the best game. Hartley is coming off, he's absolutely knackered. Winchester comes on for him. Clark replaced by McElroy and Corbett for Stowe. We are now on very attacking. We'll demand more from them. Can we get a late chance? It doesn't look like it. It looks like Glentoran are going to win and we are going to be runners up yet again. Glentoran go to collect the trophy, get the medals, and another cup final defeat, unfortunately. But like I say, we wasn't really expecting too much from that game. It was a bit disappointing, but we gave it a go. We pushed them all the way, and it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're just going to get new goalkeeping on trial just to check how he is, because I refuse to pay for scouting fees. So we got drawn against Dundala in the quarterfinals of the Irish Cup, division below us. I'm going to go and play these games, come back for the split, and we're going to come back for one of the games after the split. We're going to see how the cup competition goes and who we get when. So we don't actually know who we're playing yet in the next episode, but we will find out then. In terms of Christmas releases, this is obviously coming out Friday the 18th. No, it's not. This one is coming out Monday the 21st. There won't be an episode on Christmas Day, but we will have a Saturday Boxing Day one, and then we'll go back to the Monday to Friday as well. So if you have enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you can stay up to date with all of our Tuners Travels episodes. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you in that one.